2, 1.
Bro, Spiffing Brit is gonna make a video on your build. That's how balanced it is.
You don't even
I just
put
pumped
the
so
names
much
of the
damage
other
with this
screws in the
insanely
title.
broken build.
Stealing not only content,
All
but
it
also
took was
exposure.
stealing the caster's
What am I
daggers.
doing?
Wow. If you're doing 250 DPS with a green dagger, Jesus Christ.
There it is.
The ass blast! So if you're wondering what the build was, it's basically a build where you go deep wounds. So you spec fully into deep wounds proc and overpower and then 1 in cruelty to get the 60% damage of deep wounds. You then go raging blow and you go consumed by rage and you go single minded fury. You try to keep your rage around 80 rage all the time so you can constantly be enraged with that 20% extra damage. So you sit around 80 rage, you spam hamstrings to try to get more deep wounds procs, and then you just spam also raging blow and you send with some heroic strikes if you have an overload of rage. The reason why it's really good is because you have an offhand dagger that's super fast that basically like procs deep wounds all the time. But how it works in SOD is that the deep wounds proc goes off of the main hand. So the deep wounds damage, even though it's procced off of the dagger, it goes off of the main hand damage. And it also, for some reason, overlaps like an ignite would. Which means that the deep wounds damage does the full duration of the damage, even if it ticks again. So it just keeps ticking on top of each other. So the longer you have deep wounds up, the more damage you do. So the longer the fight is, the more damage you also do as well. Alright, so you want to keep that deep wounds procced permanently. Alright, and keep proccing it. At the end of the boss fights, some of the bosses, my deep wounds was ticking for like 400. Straight up, it was ticking for so much. I don't know on Severus. They didn't do that much damage here, but the average deep wounds proc was 200 on Severus. It's pretty goddamn good.